AAC blocks are made up of three main components, raw material: lime, cement, and fly ash. So this is the raw material section. These are the three silos where we store all the three main raw material that are used for the manufacturing of AC block, and they come in these bulkers. They use pneumatic pressure to store these raw material into these silos. Fly ash then mixed with water form slurry, which will be eventually used in making the recipe for the crop, which will be mixed in the batching section we are going to see next. This is the main control panel of the batching section. Here we set the recipe, and accordingly all the three raw materials, they get mixed in the mixing tank, and this control panel controls all the movement of raw material from silos to the mixing tank. This is the mixer tank, which is getting controlled by the control panel of the batching section. From here, lime and cement comes from the silo in dry form. From the other side, fly ash slurry comes. Here it gets agitated for 6 minutes before it gets dispensed into the mold. Mixed from the batching section is getting poured into the mold, and this mold will be filled only 2/3. This is the empty mold, 3-meter cube mold, which is getting placed below the dispensing nozzle, wherein the mix which got prepared in the batching section will get dispensed, and this mold will be filled only 2/3. And after that, they will be shifted to pre-curing room, where rising will take place, aeration will take place, and green cake will get formed. The molds are getting moved into the pre-curing section, where they will be kept for another 2.5 to 3 hours. So this is the pre-curing room, where the molds which were earlier filled only 2/3. Rising takes place, aeration takes place, and they get converted into green cakes. It will be used further in the cutting line. Here goes the tilting crane. It will lift the mold, tilt it 90 degrees, place it on the cutting line, where the 3-meter cube slab will get cut into desired sizes of AAC block. The cake is soft enough so that it can get cut, yet hard enough to get demolded. Here the mold gets sliced from the sideways, and exactly a length of 600 mm gets cut from both the sides. 2 vertical blades help this mold to get exactly into a length of 600 mm. With the help of wires, they get cut further in horizontally. As per the sizes required, the placement of the wires are made, and then they get cut horizontally here. as per the requirement. The lines, that horizontal lines, are nothing but the separation between the layers of this green cake, and they will never reunite even in the autoclave. The frame has now come down, and you can all see initially only horizontal lines were visible. Now horizontal and visible lines are vertical lines are also visible, and a block of 200 mm by 200 mm has been cut. So once this cutting frame moves upward, all the cutting process ends here, and we have cut the block into its required sizes. It further moves ahead the whole block for the next station. This is the grouping crane which will lift the cut sizes blocks and will place it before the autoclave section. Now this is getting placed over steam trolley, which will further take it inside the autoclave. Before going into the autoclave, the cakes are lined up like this. The earlier lot is about to get out of the autoclave, and after this lot will enter into the autoclave. These are autoclaves. Each autoclave has two doors, one inlet and one outlet. From the inlet door, when it will get opened, green cakes, trolleys of green cakes will enter, and they get stored inside the autoclave for next 12 hours and withstand a pressure of 13.5 kg. And then after the completion of the cycle, they come out of the autoclave and they are ready as final products. The pressure inside the autoclave is nothing but pressurized steam which gets generated from the boiler section. So here is the boiler section which produces steam at 17.5 kg, from where the steam goes inside the autoclave. So this is the boiler section from where steam goes into these autoclaves. These are the valves that regulate the movement of steam from boiler into the autoclave. This is the segregation area. When blocks come out of autoclave, they are hard enough to get segregated. They are segregated into different sizes as they have been manufactured manually. And from there you can see the truck behind and the stacking area. From the segregation area, the blocks move into the stacking yard, where they are kept for a week, more than a week rather, and then they get dispatched. You can see the trucks behind, yellow color. They are taking the blocks to the desired destination. The movement of the pallets are done with the help of forklifts, which are used to keep blocks from segregation area to the stacking yard, and from stacking yard into the lorries for dispatching the material. This is the final destination of these blocks in the factory. From here they get dispatched into different lorries and they reach their final destination.